I see them just a tad stronger. And again, we double dualies in towards short here, in towards scaffolding. Works out for Yell to at least find one. His teammate was dropped. But still, boltz to find one through the smoke onto INS as well. Bomb plant is needed here. He's going to come through for aliStair.
Get that bomb down, they can't even escape. What a shot through the smoke for boltz. And for MIBR, they've got a 4 versus 2. Ali and Sico just got to try and hold on the post barn. Decent kill coming through from the Glock, but it's all about wasting as much time as possible because he's lost his teammate, and MIBR just swing together. Great retake in. But boltz, how did he get so many kills through the smoke there?
Yeah, it was just insane. That first one is one thing, but then to actually find the second and the third towards the end was just one thing. And then, of course, Yell.
Very successful with containing ramp so far.
And right now, aliStair still top of that smoke. There is still close here. Hatz does finally find the headshot. A little bit lucky to fall back here as he does. So at least Made in Brazil could keep 3 players alive. That's going to be fine for them. I mean, Yell, he could buy.
For Renegades, that's a bit of a confidence booster, knowing that it was a difficult affair in those early few rounds to get the rifles out. No one falls at all, and it is pretty good opportunity to try and swing down. INZ has already been tagged up. Flash over the top. Can he get away with a couple of kills? Gets that first one. They know exactly where INZ is. Beautiful take a ramp.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. They still had that second Molotov burning and raging into that position. Sure, aliStair is towards mid, but even he'll be taken out. As they said, finds 2. Malta out towards the B bomb site, only able to find exit and drop straight. I mean, right now, Molotov's coming out, clearing out the closed angle. Does exit get a support flash here? He does at least do damage. Even though Hatz finds that trade, boltz is still here, and he's been strong this far in this map, but even Hatz finding another. Now the advantage sets.
No, they're not interested, are they? 3v4. It's the safer option, and for MIBR...
The start, okay, well, guys, just don't challenge them. It's unnecessary just to lose weapons. We can save and then buy up on those other players, but then have a lot of damage from it. Right now, the counter nade not really bringing through too much, but at least enabling 1 or 2 players to be down in reach of headshots for the M4 seconds. You know, okay, we have to be wary of that position. That's 5 seconds that Renegades might not have in this sort of situation. chelo finding Malta as well. Now the push has to come through. Nobody expects SHZ up high. And he finds 2. The second is nutty on the headshot up against Sico. But all down to aliStair, and 8 seconds still to go. Needs that bomb and currently doesn't have it. So it is going to be a Made in Brazil round. Loves that he chucked all the way back. And generally, chelo has been using that off over towards the A bomb set and not in towards mid. And they double peek it, and he still finds a kill, gets that alive at 94 HP. And all that damage that he did take was, of course, a little bit earlier still in this round. And the first Molotov buys more time, finds another. And don't tell me he's actually able to
boltz towards the open. Smoke goes down. They know that he's here, but he's still trying to fight. And SHZ, he just bails him out with assistance.
They're still expecting a player to be towards that back support. INS to fight boltz, finally dropping him down. Oh, that smoke. There's certainly a gap there, as SH said. Finds INS, so now, of course, the times at the essence is starting to run out. Finding that kill as well. No bomb.
You've got to wonder who is going to pre-aim this position from SHZ. Someone's going to be looking that way, and Hatz, well, he's the guy to at least spot out for it. So good find coming through for the Renegades.
He's smoke. chelo right now holding onto the B bomb site. No presence there from Renegades just yet. Can they force them back, though, as kills coming out both ways? Sico finds one on the nade, but still the advantage stood for Made in Brazil. boltz now coming in from behind. And it's all about this timing. We're gonna contend this, even though the bomb has now been planted. Nade coming out. boltz all about his timing, and Malta has already spotted him out. Finds that kill without any event.
He's got to be careful if he even try and hunts out to try and deal with this AK. Malta doesn't quite check that right-hand side, so a few players do fall for the tease. And really, that duel onto the backstabbing boltz was 8-3 is a decent scoreline for them. chelo, he was just trying to make a bit of a play with the AWP. The shot doesn't quite come through onto INZ. Instant punishment when he misses it.
Yeah, a little bit of movement still for him. Yell is going to be able to recover, though. Might still be very dangerous here. Of course, they expect him here because they've known now that the AWP is gone. However, boltz chimes in as well. They now know that Malta is in behind. The headshot comes through. They even find that kill. That's niko recovered. And what's happening here, Zweg?
Oh, but they're going to try and get the bomb down, but 3-on-2 advantage. The Orc just trying to see if they can get a shot through the smoke, and exit deals with aliStair. It all comes down now to INZ to try and get the clutch together, and MIBR have done it on an eco. All they had was that saved in AWP, and they missed the first shot. They were down in a 3-on-5. Oh, exit gets away with 3. Yell was doing damage here on T side. Yeah. Being able to use some of this util out towards mid. boltz just trying to see if he can work through the smoke. INZ at least gets the entry.
And he does find a double as well. Like he's in trouble.
Oh, do they check it? They've got no volley. Hatz doesn't quite see him. malta at least gets the instant trade.
If he would have found a second, then all of a sudden this round is doable for the rest of his teammates. I'd rather see us save in towards T-spawn for the moment. And that seems to be there. He actually spots him out, and there you go. Open back. Where is the other player, though? I can find that headshot quite comfortably. There's the other, and the double as well, making it 4 for him in the round. You're not allowed to make. We criticize that a little bit with MIBR, but especially with Spirit at the top of our day. And right now, at least INZ able to find one. chelo to trade back, but he will fall to Hatz towards the end. Right now, smokes coming through Molotov as well. As I said, he's going to be close. They certainly heard him before. The fact that he gets one might have just delayed that a little bit. boltz and exit still find something though. 30 seconds here to go. Exactly where boltz is currently at. The bomb's not going to get stopped. Exit yet again coming in from behind, and he's too little too late now.
Just trying to go for some of those wallbang shots, but not being able to find any connections. And very characteristic to their best of one.
Maybe even make it more, but Renegades somehow came back, made it very close going into halftime, and now it's time for the pistol, and malta already find the first, and further damage from the rest of the team as well.
Oh, Sico getting overwhelmed, but he still finds a couple of kills. Hatz even getting involved there as well. Exit just being charged down by all the CTs out towards the B stairs.
Where to go as well. There's still plenty of options aliStair. These, as we said, first might have been one of case. There's a second player straight behind. He's going to get traded by Yell. Right now, malta showing his strength towards scaffolding. Finds exit as well right now, though. chelo, Yell, both chiming in. The AK is being strong and stronger than the rifles from the CVs right now. Yell just about getting that defuse through. Hatz was on a
little bit more of a bait setup. Boost coming through from malta to get some eyes down in towards that ramp position itself. Sico actually being able to open up out from mid onto bot.
Without even knowing it, they were trying to jiggle on towards the A bomb site right now, though. Defensive lineup and still that danger. aliStair finally gets taken out as chelo is down to 7 HP himself. As it's dead, of course, down to 3 HP, so it's definitely trouble here for Made in Brazil as suddenly the kills come out from the deagles and they make it happen. First one to take damage. It's all about this first entry. It's all grabbing that first kill, maybe even escalating into a second, and there you go. SHZ does finally find it. However, INZ has now been spotted as well. His timing just a tad off. And as Yell continues, this is now down to 3 players, losing players bit by bit, and all down to Hatz, as Made in Brazil seem to at least regain control here to have the lead. Of course,
just fall completely. Hatz is just saving onto the org. Moneyline is not in a best of state at all. You've got 3 players on double. It's actually a mid-walk, something we haven't really seen by the T's.
I mean, he needed to change things up anyway. I mean, Sico right now already ready for this. However, the Molotov is going to catch him out, but him and malta lock things down towards B bomb site. At least the bomb is still in towards mid and able to be recovered. But the time is of the essence, and it's certainly run down already. Made in Brazil have to just try and stay alive.
Oh, aliStair, how late does he beat
money as
the
well.
angle? Oh, okay. Goes the way of the T side. So they just a little while longer.
They have a nade.
Yeah, there we go. That's going to force them out in the open. That's an easy kill eventually. But now with INZ as low as they are, Renegades have to make a little bit of a play. They've got to fight for this advantage.
And the big thing speaking for Renegades right now is time. And it certainly is tight right now. However, SHZ needs that kill. How does he fall? And still, I mean, Yell able to salvage this all down to Sico in that smoke. Can he be the last second hero to try and deny? But of course, that smoke is going to start dissipating any second. And they spotted him out already. chelo to end up losing it 18-22. just came out of nowhere.
Malta, at least getting that trade onto SHZ, but aliStair is just hoping for something above that smoke, hoping for a little bit of an angle to be created, getting close to that shot in towards the ramp itself. MIBR though, oh, they're waiting for the aggression. Sico has done this consistently.
And right now, yet again, yeah, Sico going for it here for chelo. As soon as he actually goes for the peak, Malta's locked the door behind on 20 seconds. No thinking about rotating. It's all about brute forcing. It doesn't work. That was around the piss round as well, so I mean, not exactly the best there. aliStair is going to find
towards that sandbag's position, so as soon as that smoke starts to dissipate, get a flash out for INS to try and work. Malta even thinking about aggressing.
Anybody's game, and sure, I mean, the T's, as soon as if they lose this round, then they will certainly have problems, but aliStair does get caught. However, Sico, perfect flashbang finds two. Malta's able to chime on as well, all down to exit in a 1v2. And with 20 seconds, might still be able to isolate this one. But oh, it is going to come down to Malta grabbing, and don't think that boltz has actually heard any of this.
Oh, no way!
Going for the check, the timing! And aliStair so quick as well to find, as they said, and this might have just been the decisive moment of this first map that brings Renegades straight back in.
Oh, it's gotta
and
be!
And INS finds Yell as well. And we're going to OT, surely.
Oh, there we are, 15-15. MIBR not close. Be the same storyline as the best of one. Renegades, though, bringing it back from the absolute brink, looking to start things off with aliStair with the AWP, picking off that first kill. Yell getting the instant trade, and now we've got a little bit of tempo coming into OT.
How aggressive do you actually go, and how far should you maybe hold back? As right now finds one, falls back immediately, of course, holding towards the site. Perfectly done, and him and Sico, as soon as they have the ops at their disposal.
To be the main author for this team. But aliStair with a beautiful 4K. The run boost coming out for Yell, but Hatz even turns out to the left-hand side. Does get traded for the 1.
Yes, they won pistol. They won the follow-up, lost the next round, and then were able to string 2 rounds together. But that didn't really give them enough money to actually get the ops going. Oh, Sico and where has this dominance been? Also at that rate as well, we could even see Renegade showing us a bonkers performance on Mirage as well. And if aliStair continues with his op like that, then Mirage will be very, very strong for them, I'm sure.
Jeez, what a start
again.
Yeah. Just feeling it, just wanting to play aggro, looking hungry for the opening pick in for another one, and that's going to be another multi-kill coming out for aliStair. MIBR, they've got to be able to try and force them off angle with some util.
Yeah, again, just continuing on, and surely this is now going to be 18 here as aliStair looking for the ace of the op, and he manages to do so.
Default looking through, aliStair waiting for the over-aggression. So many CTs in and around the smoke. INS to get the first. SHZ at least gets the trade back. To come through out towards the B stairs, and aliStair does miss his opportunity. Oh, they line up. He gets a 2 for 1, and now they can start working out towards the B site. Malta opens it up. boltz is the last one left.
Yeah, and Renegades, all they need is this, and now finally winning their own.
Coming out for the tees.
Yeah, it sure is looking likely right now, though. SHZ to find one on the P250, looking to find more as well as Sico drops. And this is now the ideal opportunity to open things up here for MIBR. Because right now, aliStair already being smoked off in towards connector. And SHZ only looking for more on that P250.
Even Hatz,
he's dominating this round.
Yeah. Oh, they're getting away with nothing, are they? It all just really comes down to that start, doesn't it? A couple of picks coming through for the P250 out towards that ramp position. Renegades just forced in a bit of a retake heavy setup. And for MIBR, it's a good way to respond, just being able to...
That makes as well so much damage, though. Up against Vincere. One way to throw a smoke as well. Connector's going to be smoked off anyways.
Advantage. They should just be able to have the men power behind them to be able to just overwhelm this round. Malta does get away with 1 kill, so that might start forcing the T's into A now.
the next big chance for them right now. However, of course, chelo, for one part, yes, he could just be hanging around that position. He could be going down further into CT. aliStair finding one through the connector, certainly keeping his team in the mix. The question is, how can Malta deal with this one? Can he find a kill? Can he deny the bomb punt? No, he can't. As still, this retake is doable for Renegades, especially with the damage dealt. Malta set his team up perfectly, all down to exit, and he's Mac 10. They line up for him, though. It is going to be Sico 8 HP, just about. And Renegades, sure, they lose pistol, but they're straight back in. And let's be honest, this might be even better than winning pistol.
Yeah, you're damn right about that.
Thing is still, of course, for Renegades, just not overreach right now. Don't lose too many players too easily right now. Hatz, especially him losing his battle to this DZ as he tried to get away, but just not in time. And this could end up going to a further back and forth that Brehze doesn't have the full focus of MIBR right in this area of the map. And time is already far gone. aliStair, it's do or die now. And they seem to be doing. Can they succeed though as exit? He denies the defuse here. And it's all going to be down to aliStair, who probably won't even be able to make it out alive. And exit even found that kill.
Burn damage from the molly. Oh, yeah. How has he managed this?
Oh, and he still gets caught just about in time by Sico before getting too dangerous for the rest of Renegades for the moment. Oh. Entry here, Insto can react to it, and that's all what it's about. Just waste time, find another kill, and you can isolate the battles into separate 1v1s. And Sico's there to back towards short, and Sico might just have a gap in that smoke. This T's already looking for legs, though. Spotting through, aliStair full blind, still finds that kill. And that's the advantage that, yet again, of course, you are looking for at the start of a round. chelo trying to chime things back, but Malta somehow stays alive at 22 in the battle against the op.
Oh, HE onto Malta. That's a bit of a way back in. The wall bang comes through onto Sico. chelo, though, how can he follow up? aliStair thinking about peeking through from short, just misses his timing, allows the follow-up to get a tag back in, and Sico at least gets away with the M4 kill, drops that bomb, follows up with a double, looking back into connector, but that's where Hatz comes in as support. boltz is now in a 1v3.
Yeah, and this working out really nicely. Yes, of course, they did lose players. That's tough for Renegades, especially if their CT side hasn't really built up just yet, but keeping 3 players alive.
Down for default, get a smoke on it, and just stick it instantly.
Oh, and aliStair trying to go a little bit too aggressive. boltz to shut him down with a headshot. The idea was right, it was just the timing that was slightly off as he was a little bit too late. Malta dropping to, as I said as well, as now a bomb's going to get planted, and the CTs might as well just try and go and save.
This is a Mirage. It's been close, it's been quite competitive. Money is in a bit of a state here for the CT side, so Ins might have to drop
such a fundamental part in winning that first map.
The opening 5 or 4s have been everything, and well, there it is again. Sico getting a little bit antsy up towards the top of the apartments, and instead just faces into an AWP duel. Nade goes back. I think they're trying to just get that AWP away, try and just at least fire it back to the end of the apartment so then Hatz can't recover it.
Might be a plan, but yet again, boltz to that in the next 3 or 4 rounds still to come. Depending on, of course, when their next buy is actually going to be aliStair. His aggression works out, though, similar to his aggression earlier on Vertigo. However, he's in trouble now, as a push should be coming in. The flash doesn't really affect him too much. Be able to re-peek, find both as the bomb drops, and all down to SAZ, who does find aliStair after all. But what?
Okay, so a little bit of a boost up comes through. MIBR quite slow and passive into the default, even half blinded. aliStair wins the opening part of the bowl.
His and Hatz's defense at this bomb site are going to be vital here as exit. Immediate headshots. Might be a premature decision as Renegades lose their players quickly. And they also just try and retake bit by bit and player by player rather than waiting and working as a unit in this one.
That's a big kill back, and that really sets it up. SHZ is so damn low, so it's going to have to come to chelo. Malta thinking about a big backstab, but even out towards his short position, he's going to have to deal with the AWP up close and personal. chelo doesn't miss the shot at all. aliStair does find one, needs to try and follow up now in the 1 versus 1 clutch. Forced him out towards the open, out towards that left-hand side. He's scoped in, trying to get baited by the T side. All just comes down to time wasting, and dupreeh does connect the shot, and aliStair gets onto the bomb with the kit. A 4K clutch to come through, and another huge round for aliStair.
All our flashbangs now to come out. Yet again, Hatz in trouble, and he's being hunted down straight away with players already being out yelled to find that kill. And Insta needs to hang on, but of course there's players all around him. Drops the bomb, and this just buys time for him and the rest of the team.
Another situation in which it comes down to aliStair and Malta to try and get the heavy lift in. AWP just trying to get a couple of pop shots through that smoke, but how much did he find of this? Does at least tag up SHZ and pushes forward off the smoke. Can't find that flick over to the right-hand side, and Malta's got to save from here.
Are a little bit disconnected from each other, but at least it is pretty much staying neck and neck. You have so many chances there. Of course, it's all about B, and it's worked out so many times for the T's here as well for MIBR. And it's holding on this time. Hatz there as well. And finally, the B hold is here for Renegades. It's all going to be down to chelo. The AWP out. The 1-4. No chance here. And of course, right now, straight into the pistol. It was strong earlier from MIBR already. And right now, at least, Malta holding on to this, finding one on the P250 and going quite aggressive on this, the T side R as well for Renegades. Have found a decent amount of control, and where is Int currently at as well? All the way towards B, will be coming in from behind from short. He does have a P250, so he could be the most danger for those connector players. Alright, just pulling attention, that buys a little bit of more time for the side players as well.
Oh,
P250s all hitting shots, and there you go! aliStair and Malta both hitting their shots, and boltz down to 17. Drops as well. Isn't actually.
Oh, they don't check it!
Oh, exit! A double from him, and right now the rest of the side is strong as well. All gonna come down to balls towards the bomb site for the moment. Bomb being collected, Yell in behind already. He has spotted out Int, can give that information to the rest of his team, as Int's now dropped down to 15 HP. All comes down though, can Renegades hit headshots, and right now it's just not looking likely as Yell coming in from behind, his position now known as chelo finds another. MIBR looking to tie things up. And they do as well. Plenty of time to get that defuse in.
That's a good retake. Really, really slow on it. Don't really make it very chaotic. Just wait for the fights to come to you. And for Renegades, although it was a 3v3 and it looks even, you look at those HP bars and you've got a couple of players.
In this game right here is just neck and neck. Anything can happen. And a 4-3 mapper could still be coming down. Yell finding that headshot. With that aliStair being taken out, that's one rifle already gone, as now boltz knows exactly what's coming, and he's set and ready for it as well. Does find one, doesn't find the second, but yet again, they have to get towards the site, they have to get that bomb down first. Right now though, chelo, if he gets caught, which he does, Inst finds Yell as well. And this round just didn't seem possible, but it all turns back. Trying to be aggressive. Right now, just holding on, making sure, okay, there's nobody towards Van. Nobody's peeked out there, but boltz was boosted up into that prime position to take him out. Yet again, aliStair first to drop. Can they respond as Malta now get...
The AWP has been seen, but not quite dealt as yet. Yell still staying alive, doing so much damage.
You have no idea right now where anybody's at. And surely the steps now have been registered by MIBR as well. SHZ finds one, finds both. And MIBR bomb sites earlier. The bomb came in super late and everybody tried to push in towards deep market instead of actually holding back a little bit further. chelo to find Malta. And Hatz at least able to bring things level.
Just trying to work a default. Hatz actually being able to come away with a couple of kills.
chelo now out. Very defensive position from him, and of course just buying time. Finding the no-scope as well. However, Hatz straight on the trade, and they need to get that bomb plant, and they need to get it now. And MIBR maybe even need to save in this one, as they seem to be doing already. Renegades have a shot.
It's looking so similar. That's a huge round.
And that's the thing right now that, of course, for MIBR, we've talked about Mash. Actually, it's smoke. And still, now the push over towards B, and guess what? Hatz, he can be in behind. He can be right in there just to kind of stop them from rotating properly. Are they aware of his position? They're trying to fall back. They're trying to hold on to their weapons, but Hatz finds that headshot. aliStair as well. It's all good.
And then Hatz just slowing down as much as what the CTs can bring forward. And you're right with the money. 19.
More comical there as well. Don't just go for free fire into the smoke. Yell to actually find that kill. Now you can go for the kill if you want, Hatz, and he does find it at least. Now into top connector, 4-on-4. And an argument to be made that the T's should probably come out on top of this. Like, oh, and as I said, actually being caught out, but still.
Player out from Sandwich. They haven't quite seen him as of yet. aliStair just focused in. Hatz getting that kill. Now they know the CT player's there! And the AWP hits the shot. A massive crack angle to come through from Ali. A chance now to try and get the bomb. Exit just getting naded right down out towards his jungle position. And the bomb can go down.
aliStair, of course, holding on to the angle, falling back now further. He's already just so you have a chance to maybe even push it to OT, but at the same time, I don't see MIBR trying to work in OT. They would rather try and win it in regular time. But hands deep towards jungle, and they have a stair smoke set and ready as well. It might be the biggest fake, but chelo.
There's a player up towards top mid that has not been seen as of yet. That's Malta trying to push forward. The AWP is going to scope in. Another great shot from chelo.
Under wood. He's now taking more damage. Follow-up nade as well. How is he even still alive? But Yell finds aliStair. And still another Molotov comes in. SHZ finally being taken out by Sico. But it's all down to Sico. He needs an ace here if he wants to finish it in round 29. Otherwise, we move on to the final map.
Out doing consistent damage. Yell's on the other side of this smoke.
Does he move towards stairs? Yes, he does. So, of course, Yell...
B all just comes down to the opening contact, the opening duel. Ali with the orb is going to hit the shot onto chelo. The M4 towards the back of the site is still alive and kicking. Looking to continue doing damage. aliStair, what more can he find? He does get swung on. boltz now doing damage. The bomb getting dropped. Inns and Malta, it's all down to them.
Yeah, and right now, ball, of course, being recovered, not the main priority, but Malta is hitting shots. It's all going to be down to SHZ as Malta finds a 3K.